to 21 Questions with TyRiffic. This segment we have Miss Amanda Johnson from the hit series Genius Aretha. I hope you enjoy it. Remember to like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, TyRiffic Media and Productions. Thank you. Happy Resurrection Sunday. Thank you to all our viewers for joining us on live as we interview Miss Amanda Johnson, an actress on the TV series Genius Aretha. So we have Miss Amanda Johnson here. Hi, Miss Amanda. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. So how have you been lately?
I've been good lately. Can't complain at all. Everything's great.
Did you take up any training in acting?
Not prior to the um, the job for Aretha, but after the fact, I'm on my way to doing so.
Okay, so what got you started into the acting?
Honestly, never really. It was a thought, but I'm like, okay, yeah. So just getting a call to do the job I was really shocked. Yeah.
Amazing. So was the TV series was it shot during the COVID pandemic?
Um, Prior to and during.
Okay.
Prior to 2019, yeah, prior to 2019, once the pandemic began, what's March 2020, they did shut down. What they thought would be 3 weeks turned into months. After that, they started back up. I want to say August, late August, between August and September. Started back with the filming.
Okay. And how was that on set? Like during the pandemic, like did you have to wear a mask on set? Was it still social distancing?
Yes, it was definitely social distancing. We did have to wear masks. We had COVID tests every other day.
Oh wow.
Because it was so many, even with just like you have the crew, you have the production crew, you have your cast, you have your extras, you have everything from top to bottom. So everybody had to have COVID tests every other day. So whether we were filming or not filming, you had to be at wherever the COVID tests were. You had to be there to take the test.
Wow. What was your most exciting moment on set?
I can't even just put one moment as far as excitement. The entire process, I was excited. I would say though, I could say one of my most exciting moments was really meeting Courtney B. Vance. He is one of the, Courtney B. Vance is the man, and he's just absolutely amazing. He's very humble.
Awesome. He played his role too.
Yeah, he played. Did he not play?
Yes, he did. Oh my goodness. If there was anything you could tell yourself at the age of 13, what would it be?
Ooh.
I know it some years ago. But
that's definitely some years ago. What would I tell myself, my 13-year-old self? That, wow, oh my God. But you can do anything, honestly. I mean, I've always been taught that, but to actually believe that you can do anything, actually put you can do anything into play. I would tell my 13-year-old self, you can do anything.
Awesome. So what was it like to work with your brother on set?
Oh.
And can you tell us who your brother is?
Okay, my brother is Don Draco Johnson. My brother was the master choreographer for the film. So anything that pertained to dance, music, just about. I mean, of course, he had partners, but he was everything you see was him. But working with him was great because he was my boss. Today is still my boss. Okay, but it was great to see him in person because most of the time, when I see when he has work, I see the finished product. I saw him in action. I saw him give direction. I saw him put into play, his thoughts, his ideas, his creativity. So, but it was great working with him. Though he would be like, "Hey, don't forget, even though there are cameras everywhere, he was like, hey, look." He was like, "Don't forget, this camera's in front of you. That camera's to the right." I'm like, "Oh my God," So literally, but it was great working with him, seeing him in action, seeing him, like I said, seeing his work actually manifest.
Awesome. What is your biggest takeaway from the shooting and the premiere of the series?
It's just so much that I could take away from that. Just to watch everyone from top to bottom. Cynthia was absolutely amazing. But what I could take with that is that no matter where you are in life, you can do it. You can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it, like literally, because Cynthia, um, she's from the UK, so for her to play Aretha was amazing to her. But I'm like, there's nothing that can't be done. I'll tell anybody, I feel like that moment was it's not too late
Mm-hmm.
door for me. There was time for me to step through that door. So anything I can take away from that would be, hey, sky's the limit.
That's true. The sky is the limit. And she did play that part. She was amazing.
Yeah, I love her. She's so sweet.
Who would you say is your inspiration? One person. Who would be your inspiration? You can do 2 or 3. But who would you say in your life is your inspiration?
My main inspiration, my top inspiration is my mom.
Okay.
That was my girl. My mom was my inspiration. I'm not sure if you know or may remember, my mom played a Hannah Montana.
Yep, I remember.
So, to see her do that, and then to watch her go through school, college, she finished college while taking chemotherapy. Like, who, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, who would, I'd be like, listen, I'm tired, I've had treatment, but she persevered, she pushed through. But my next set will be my kids, 1, 2, and 3, Zara, Zion, and Zaylen, are my other inspirations because, I realize that what I do affects their life.
Mm-hmm.
The steps that I take, I want them to be able to like, hey, mommy did it, I can do it. So, but my mom and my kids are definitely my inspiration. Not to knock my brother. My brother's definitely a big inspiration. He's a big push as far as my inspiration. So, definitely my mom and my kids are my top notch.
Awesome. So you have a big family support, which is amazing.
Oh, absolutely. From my dad, my brother, my kids' grandparents. I wasn't able to shoot if it wasn't for them. So with them being in school virtually, they was like, hey, this is your time. So, we got it. I set things up. And so that support group is absolutely amazing.
Amazing. Who do you consider to be your acting role model? Whose career would you like to emulate and why? There's a lot of actors and actresses out there.
But one of my favorites would be Taraji P. Henson. And I say that because Taraji was a single mom when she started her acting career. So to see her leave from one state and to go to Los Angeles and like knock everything out of the park. I mean, because you have your doubters, you have your naysayers, you have even yourself. You have that self doubt sometimes, but not even that kept her from going really soaring to the top.
Right.
Yeah. So
and then,
actually, that Taraji P. Henson is definitely one.
She's great at what she does.
She's very great at what she does.
What, according to you, is the mantra of success?
You're limitless.
I like that. You're limitless.
Like we put limits on ourselves when we don't have to.
You're limitless.
You can do anything you set your mind and your heart, and of course, you got to put the work behind it. Just like faith without work is dead, correct? So if you don't put that work behind it, I mean, what can you expect?
Right.
But you're limitless. There's nothing that you cannot do. You can do anything that you set your mind.
Can I use that as my Facebook post, my status?
Hey, go ahead.
You're limitless. Amanda Johnson. How do you manage your personal and professional life now, since you're an actress?
I mean, it's all in balance.
Okay.
It's definitely all in balance. So traveling from here to Atlanta and back numerous times, but it's really just all in balance because I mean, of course, Zara just got done with basketball season, so just really balancing out scheduling, timing, but that personal life, but now getting into getting my foot in the door for other roles and more things as far as acting, actresses, or even commercials. So I'm trying to get that done. So it's really balanced scheduling, time, and really make sure you got everything in line. Because if it's not in line, you can't be everywhere at one time. So you have to set schedules
countries. All right, thank you. Well, that leads me to my next question. You kind of hit on it. Anything in the works that you can talk about? Any exciting new projects that's coming up?
Not at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Not at the moment. However, I have been in communication with my agent and the agency, just trying to see what other things are available, what other jobs are available. Like I said, I also kind of want to transition to commercial. I know that's like certain things are big hits with commercial.
Mm-hmm.
So really just trying to get to that point of it. So that's going to require me to do photo shoots. That's going to require me to go to auditions. That's going to require me to stay up late, go to bed early, so forth and so on. Just as it did with filming, so because you have those call times,
right,
that you have to be there at that time. No, not 2 minutes later, but maybe 10 minutes ahead of time. So that it's always so much trying with filming. Period. There's so many moving parts. So just being on time, but again, other things I'm looking forward to. I am looking forward to other jobs.
Okay. And you mentioned commercials. So what pushing you to commercials? Why commercials?
Because I think I could do well. Not think. I know I could.
There you go.
I know I can do commercial. Commercial is a different platform other than filming. But I want to test the waters. I want to be able to do it all. Because of course we've already said, I feel like I'm limitless. So I know I'm limitless. But at the end of the day, I want to test every platform. I want to see what every project that I can get my hands on and get into is like. I just think it's all amazing. I want to try it all.
I say go for it.
Okay.
Try it all.
Try it all.
And I'll be up the screen. Oh, there's Amanda. What else do you want your fans to know? You probably think I don't have any fans, but you do have fans out here now. So, yes, you do. I mean, you're from... Oh, I forgot to... Yeah, tell the people where you're from.
Okay, I'm from, born here in Lancaster, South Carolina. I currently reside in Fort Lawn. So, both city and town are my home. That's where I'm from. I was raised in Southside.
See, Southside. We have a product of Southside, Lancaster, South Carolina. And look, y'all, she's amazing, and she's doing what she loves. Do you believe acting is now your passion, your new passion?
It is my new passion.
Okay.
It is my new passion, and whatever it takes for me to get to the top, I'm willing to do.
There you go. And we're here to support. Because I noticed on Facebook, a lot of the Lancaster community came together to watch Genius Aretha, and seeing their comments and people post like, "That's my sister Amanda out there. Look at her."
So excited. And it's definitely a blessing for sure. Definitely a blessing. And sometimes you think, "Oh, I can't do that." But again, you have to take the self-doubt off.
Yeah.
It was a great experience.
So, what do you love about acting?
It's organized chaos. I think that drove me to be like, "Oh, I can do this." And then it's the people that you really work with. My counterparts, it started out with 6 of us. Audience member 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, who all consider audience members. Just the fact of me having a trailer of my own, I was like, wait a minute. There's no way that this is mine. I go to the door and it says audience member number 4.
Wow.
Yeah, so sign the contract. Those things. But having fans and it's just, oh my God, the community came together. I was excited to share it. I was excited to be a part of it. And my main thing, I was like, I just want to I knew my mama was proud. So.
Yes, she was looking down on you.
Yes.
Outside of acting, do you have any other major interests or passions? I know on the side that you were into makeup. Do you have any other interests or passions outside of acting?
Outside of acting, of course, makeup, and I love to cook.
That is right. Then you have a cooking business coming out soon.
Well.
See, look at you.
Abby J's
Kitchen.
Yep. Working on it. So, working on those 2 things. Also trying to build other brands within those two lanes, within makeup and within Abby J's. So, I'm always thinking of something, always on the go, my mind is always going. I'm always writing something down. So, really putting everything into action. So, right now, I'm just doing the back work behind both of those, actually, behind Abby J's and behind my makeup.
Wow, Abby J's, makeup, acting, future commercial, mom, all of those. Amazing. So, what do you feel more important as an actor? Talent or training?
Well, coming from not having acting training,
Mm-hmm.
um, you would definitely need the training. Just for me looking at everyone else on set when I was working, you definitely need the training so that you'll know how to what really needs to be done. But you can't put limits on talent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like a lot of actors and actresses they may have studied, but you can't beat creativity and originality. You just can't beat it at all. So looking at the pure talent of even Cynthia, the girl can sing.
She really can sing.
You know what I
Oh my
mean?
goodness.
And to hear her actually sing, it wasn't a voiceover. There was nobody else. She sang every song in that series.
Wow.
You heard her sing? She sang every song.
And
that's you know what I mean?
yeah, that's definitely talent.
You can't beat that.
A God-given talent.
Pure God-given talent. You can't beat that.
So how did you feel in your role as an audience member for? I mean, you're in a church scene. And I know you're a big woman of faith, so how?
To me, it wasn't acting.
It was, so it's just natural.
It was definitely natural. I'm not sure what take they got, but one point in time, I was so like done.
Mm-hmm.
I had to have a whole makeup touch, like tears and everything. I'm not even sure if they caught it or didn't catch it, but yeah, wow. I had to have a whole face done over.
So you felt like you were just your natural self on that scene.
In that scene, the emotions, everything. Like I said, she lived the same. When she sung Amazing Grace, the first time she sung Amazing Grace,
wow,
I was a total wreck.
Oh my goodness.
So, but just to think of how blessed I am, to think of His Amazing Grace, that alone makes the character.
Yeah.
So really, I was in church.
And you weren't even acting. You were just your natural self. That's what I like. See? Amazing. Amazing. We have 2 more questions to go. What motivates you?
My baby.
So your children
motivate me the most.
And how did they feel once they found out you were going to be acting?
They were excited.
They were excited.
Zayla told me, "Mommy, you have to shout. Mommy, you just have to. You cannot not shout." So they were excited. They were very excited. They were with me the week before. A few days before I actually had to film because with COVID restrictions, they weren't able to be on set. However, if it wasn't COVID, they would have been able to experience the full experience. From my trailer to everything. They, as long as they had their tags and so forth and so on. But with COVID, they weren't able to be with me on set. However, they loved it. They loved the fact that my mom's about to be on TV. They love the fact that their friends are like, "Oh, I saw your mom on TV," because of course I'm also the mom that the school knows and all the other kids know. So they were super excited about it. And it was something positive. So your role was a positive message. So yes, that's great. Of course. We're getting ready to wrap up. Our last question. What part of Genius Aretha series was most challenging for you? Most challenging. Outside of my scene or in my case? In whatever watching you found challenging. Watching it, actually seeing the finished product. The challenging part for me was knowing that she went through so much that we, I guess, as fans or as with us growing up, our parents listened to Aretha Franklin, so that's how we knew exactly. So to look at the backstory of her life, that was challenging for me because to have 2 kids at such a young age, to go through and feel like the manipulation was heavy. Right. It was very heavy. Very, very oh my heavy. Goodness. The manipulation was very heavy. So she had to grow up fast. And I couldn't imagine. So that was hard for me to I guess like digest because I would never want to go through that. And I would never want my children to go through that. But also knowing that fueled so much within her. Right. So that alone, I struggled with that. I would struggle with that too. Yeah.
because I had little tears in my eyes when I was watching.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, woo, it's a lot. It's powerful too at the same time. A very powerful message.
She used that to feel so much. That's how she became a genius in what she was, because she used that to push and write. She was so creative.
I mean, her life is still. I mean, her legacy is still alive. I mean, it's amazing. I was going to ask you one more thing before we close out. What is one word that you will give your fans if they are at a point in their life where, do I take this jump and do what I really want to do, or do I just stay where I am and be comfortable? What's one word or a phrase that you would give your fans? Jump. Y'all hear that? Miss Amanda Johnson said jump. So whatever you're going through in life, if you're on the edge, just go ahead and jump. Follow your dreams. Follow your heart. Because Miss Amanda did.
Yeah, you missed 100% of the shots you don't take.
There you go. Y'all heard it for yourself from Miss Amanda Johnson. Well, I thank you for coming out. You're very welcome. And I'm excited to see how your life unfolds now that you're now in the arena of acting. Before you go, can you let your fans, our viewers, know how can we watch Genius Aretha?
You can now watch Genius. All episodes are available on Hulu. It originally aired on National Geographic. But all 8 episodes are on Hulu.
Awesome. All 8 episodes are on Hulu. Thank you, Miss Amanda Johnson. Thank you to our viewers. Be on the lookout for more 21 Questions with TyRiffic. Have a great day.